paramilitary people, they entered and the CRPF entered inside the girls' toilet, and then they pulled them with their hair.
There were male police, that were beating up females.
We could literally see the male police officers pulling in the female police officers so that they could be in the front line.
We were brutally lathi charged by the Delhi police along with the RAF.
The protest culminated in larger numbers because we earlier had the protest at AICT where the convocation ceremony was going on, and there also we faced police repressions and the state repressive machinery.
तो JNU में जो आंदोलन चल रहा है, जो प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा है, जो 20 दिन से भी ज़्यादा हो चुका है, ये जो मुख्य डिमांड है कि जो करंट IHA मैनुअल आया है जिसमें हॉस्टल्स के मेस फीस में बहुत ज़्यादा इंक्रीज़ हो गया था, जिसके कारण से यहाँ के जो गरीब स्टूडेंट हैं जो गाँव से आकर यहाँ पे पढ़ रहे हैं वो अपनी पढ़ाई को बीच में छोड़ने के लिए मजबूर हो जाएंगे।
It was only yesterday, after this pressure was created from the students, that these questions were raised in the parliament session.
Right at Bedsarai, that is 1 kilometer from JNU, we met our first barricade, heavy barricading, 3 lines of barricades in a distance, again 100 meter, again 3 lines. So they, out there, the police and the RAF, they started beating up students and they detained around 100 to 200 students at that juncture itself.
Delhi police always they say that why you are protesting, why you are trying to become neta, why you are not going back to your campus, why you are 20 to 21 years old, and why you are studying on taxes money, you should go and work.
The female police officers were really brutal with the male students. They were openly slapping them multiple times, and we are witness to that.
I think the state machinery in itself is very repressive rather than Delhi police being blamed for that.
At least where we know there is a structural inequality in our country where students are coming from such poor backgrounds and are marginalized sectors. Why in a country like this do we not have subsidized education? It is known to everybody that only 3% students are able to access higher education and only 1% is able to access research. If you cannot even sustain that 1% and if you feel that studying of that 1% is wastage of your tax money, what have we reduced our country to?
आज 20 दिन से ज़्यादा हो गया और इस कैंपस के जो वाइस चांसलर हैं जिनकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है इस कैंपस के छात्रों के हितों को ध्यान में रखें, लेकिन वो इन सब कामों को भूल करके दुनिया के तमाम अन्य कामों में व्यस्त हैं।
It was very brutal. We just wanted to have a peaceful march and we were marching peacefully, and in spite of that, police had barricaded us and they started lathi charge. When we reached Jorbagh, they lathi charge on hundreds of students.
This is an attempt to shut down all public funded universities. If universities like JNU do not exist, where a person coming from a small town, from a marginalized background, from whose family's entire income is not even say 40,000, 50,000 rupees, a person who is a first generation learner, if he is not, if universities like JNU doesn't exist, then such students cannot come and study in a university. It is a model, JNU model versus the Geo Institute model.
किस तरीके से याद दिलाता है कि जो ब्रिटिश जो कॉलोनी था हमारे यहाँ पर कि वो लोग भी इंडियंस का दमन करते थे, उसी तरीके से यहाँ के छात्रों का दमन किया गया है, हम लोग के लोकतांत्रिक अधिकारों का दमन किया गया है।